Hello, dear students. Welcome to today's class. Today, I'll start my class with the lesson Human Health and Disease. So, we have already started this lesson in our regular classes, and some of the things we have already completed. So, we have understood about what is mean by health, what is mean by diseases, and types of diseases, and also we have covered some of the bacterial diseases, say, for example, typhoid and pneumonia, and also we have studied about the viral disease, for example, common cold. So today I'll continue this chapter with the next disorders caused by protozoans. So one of the best example of disease caused by protozoan is malaria. So in this class we are studying detailed information about the malarial disease. So we are understanding about the pathogen and life cycle of the pathogen, and also we are studying about the preventive measures of malarial disease. Malaria is a protozoan disease. So name of the protozoan causes malaria is Plasmodium. So there are three species of Plasmodium actually causes malaria. So one of the species is Plasmodium vivax and another species is Plasmodium malaria and the another one is Plasmodium falciparum. So totally how many species of Plasmodium is there? Three species are there. So out of three species of Plasmodium, Plasmodium falciparum causes malignant malaria. So what is mean by malignant? So it is most serious one, and it can be fatal. That means it leads to death. So that compared to the first two species, the Plasmodium falciparum is a little dangerous. It will cause us malignant malaria. Yes, and malaria is an infectious disease. So all the infectious diseases are easily spreads from infected person to healthy person. So here air will not carry pathogen, water will not carry pathogen. So any organism, if it is carrying from one individual to another individual, so some agents are required. Is it not? So in the malaria, female Anopheles mosquito is acting as a vector. So who is acting as a vector here? So the vector of Plasmodium vivax is female Anopheles mosquito. So this will carry the pathogen from one individual, that means infected person to healthy person. So this is 1 marks question. So what is the vector of Plasmodium vivax? So the vector of Plasmodium is female Anopheles mosquito. Is one of the interesting thing you should understand about the Plasmodium is its life cycle. So what is the interesting thing? So interesting thing is, for completing its life cycle, Plasmodium require two host organism. One is human body and another is mosquito body. So this is the actual life cycle of Plasmodium. So in the life cycle they have given many picture. On each of the picture I have numbered for easy explanation, so that will make you understand very easy. And just you observe the first picture of the life cycle. The Plasmodium is entering into the healthy individual with the bite of mosquito. So in which form it is entering? The Plasmodium is entering into the human body in the form of sporozoite. Sporozoite is infectious form of Plasmodium. So mosquito is injecting the sporozoite into healthy person. So through the blood it will enters into one of the organ of our body, that is liver. So liver is the first organ get infected with the sporozoite. So the sporozoite will initially select one of this liver cell. You see in the third picture of the life cycle, initially their number is very less. The sporozoites are very less initially. Then they will multiply asexually in the liver cell, and finally they will cause the bursting of liver cell. So they will multiply asexually and causes the bursting of most of the liver cell. So as soon as the liver cell burst, the organism will release us into the bloodstream. Yes, in the fourth step, you see, in the bloodstream, they will select RBC cell. Yes, soon after the rupturing of liver cell, the plasmodium will enters into RBC cell. So the parasite will enters into the RBC cell. There also it will multiply asexually. ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, asexual reproduction ಆಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ just it will increases its number. So here also after complete multiplication it will causes the rupturing of RBC cell. RBC cellನ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ರಪ್ಚರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. So as soon as the RBC cell get rupture, simultaneously one of the chemical is get releases into the body, that is hemozoin. So this is very important thing in the life cycle. So hemozoin is get releases soon after the bursting of RBC cell. So this is responsible for repeated fever and chill. So you might have heard about the symptom of a malarial disease. So one of the symptom is recurring fever and chill. So why the chill and fever is actually the symptom? Because of this chemical. So hemozoin is the chemical. So this is responsible for the actual symptom of the malarial disease. Yes, in the RBC cell, soon after its multiplication, asexual multiplication, the formation of gametes takes place. That means from the sporozoite stage, the organism will reach us into its gametocytic stage. What is mean by gametocytic stage? Gametocytic stage is nothing but sexual stage of the organism. So this sexual stage development takes place in RBC cell. So male and female gametes will develops in the RBC cell. You see the fifth picture of the life cycle. So male and female gametes will develops in the RBC cell. So in the human body, after the infection, complete infection, after the complete multiplication, gametes will be formed. So these gametes in the next step of the life cycle are picked up by the mosquito with the blood meal. So the mosquito is picking up the gametocytes in the next step. So what will happen? So all these gametocytes are picked up by the mosquito through the blood meal. So the next step is fertilization and development. So fertilization of the gametes, male and female gametes, actually takes place in the mosquito stomach, so that the fusion occurs in the mosquito stomach. As soon as the development takes place from the gametocytic stage, they will reach us into sporozoite, so that they will escape from the intestine, and the sporozoites will be get stored in the salivary gland of mosquito. See this eighth picture. This is the salivary gland. So within the salivary gland, the sporozoites are there. So they are get stored inside the salivary gland. So when they will comes out from the salivary gland, so when the same mosquito, that means the infected mosquito, bites the one more person, these sporozoites will enters into the human body. So this is the complete life cycle of the Plasmodium organism. So its life cycle starts from the sporozoite. So from the sporozoite, it will reach us into gametocyte. So from the gametocyte again, it will reach us into sporozoite. Clear? So the formation of sporozoite is taking place in the mosquito body, and the development of gametes takes place in human body. Clear? So this is important, the 5 marks concept. So just you practice this one for your better understanding. Yes, let us study the symptoms and treatment of malaria. So it is very clear in the life cycle from sporozoite stage to gametocyte, complete development takes place in human body. So during this development, some of the symptoms appears in malarial patient. So those symptoms I have listed here. So one of the symptom of malarial disease is high fever, then chill. So these two symptoms recurringly shows in the malarial patient for 3 to 4 days, and headache is the another symptom, then body ache, then one more symptom is nausea. So this is the kind of discomfort and unease, or you can also tell nausea is inclination to vomit. Then one more symptom is vomiting. So these are the some sets of symptoms appears in the malarial patient. Yes, we have a treatment for the malarial disease also. So for the treatment, there is a couple of anti-malarial drugs are used. So this is helpful to get rid from the malarial disease.